knows, and for this she's grateful. The last thing she wants while on holiday is to be stretched or challenged. This one is all ravishing blondes in fear of a serial killer. She shuts the book. It is no longer possible to make out the print. She gets up and stretches. Most of the beach traffic has gone now. Through the silence she can hear the spit and snap of a bonfire. She pictures the hippie kids down on the beach, drying their clothes, cooking their supper. She watched them early this morning, casting out their line from the rocks, time and again reeling in silver wriggling fish. Boys with straggly beards and bodies scorched from a summer living off the land. She jogged down to the cove at first light. A relic of the moon still hovered above the mountains. The crunch of her feet on the shingle brought two of the beach kids out of their cave. They tried to ward her off with a look, then a joke, and then another boy appeared, naked. He yawned and stretched, lit a cigarette, turning to face her full on. His eyes sought hers, his dick hanging between his legs, mocking and superior, half erect like a threat. She felt a jolt of indignation. If it was solitude they coveted, why pick this beach? Resolutely, she peeled off her t-shirt, wriggled out of her shorts, and plunged into the sea. It was cold. A dirty grey mirror under the low morning light. For the first few strokes she could barely breathe. Then, striking out, she was overcome by a sense of liberation as she found her rhythm. She swam out, farther and farther, until the first fingers of sunlight stroked her scalp. Back on the terrace at Villa Anna, when the sun was high and the beach overcrowded, she saw them once again, making their entrance from the cave den. Two girls were with them this time. From such a distance they looked like they'd been sprayed gold. They threw off their sarongs and stretched out their lithe, naked bodies along the flat surface of a rocky overhang, as little bashful as if they were in the privacy of their bedroom. Jenn watched her husband cast a brief sidelong glance, so swift that, if he didn't know him, he'd think he hadn't noticed them at all. But Jenn did know him, and his micro-leching still made her smile. She'd raised an eyebrow, not to chide him, but to empathize. The girls, slim, toned, and young, were exquisite. He looked away, found out, embarrassed. It's dark now, but still she stays. She can hear the distant bleat of goats drifting down the ravine. Here and there, villas with huge glass facades light up the brow of the hillside. All over the valley, the windows of small stone fincas flicker to life. Hidden amid the olive groves by day, they show themselves now as their eyes light up, ready to start the night watch over the tramontana. Nothing moves. The darkness deepens. Jenn shivers, intoxicated by the magic of the hour. The road is no longer visible. The first stars stud the sky. A wind rises, and borne on it, familiar sounds of industry from the restaurants in the village above. The clang of cutlery being laid out, ready for another busy evening. She rubs her belly where it is starting to gnaw. It's a good kind of hunger, she thinks, the kind she seldom experiences back home, a keen hunger that comes from swimming in the sea and walking under the sun. They've done plenty of that this past week, and they've drunk plenty too. Wine, beer, brandies, liqueurs. They've felt as though they've earned it, Jenn and Greg. And yesterday, after Greg turned in for the night, she sat by the pool and sparked up one of the Camel lights she'd found in the kitchen drawer. The kick of it, dirty and bitter, fired her up, made her light-headed. The temperature drops. The dark hangs damp in her lungs. Sea dampness, salty and lucid and nicked with the scent of pines. Grudgingly, Jenn accepts that time is up. She goes inside to find an inhaler and chivvy Greg along. He's out on the balcony,